Hello, beautiful people. I'm so happy to be here with you. Welcome to the space. My name is Alesiana Ra, and I'm deeply inspired to share the teachings today with you. Also very real, honest conversation. I believe this journey of awakening, it's a deeply intermingled journey because we're in it together. And even though we're in the separate human bodies, we can share with each other our insights, our inspirations, our pain, and our struggles sometimes. And interestingly enough, the moment we start talking about it and sharing, the load gets lighter, and decisions and ideas of how to come back to our power, to our beauty, to our radiance becomes easier and easier. So I warmly welcome you into our satsang, into our space where we can share our hearts and our presence together. And a little bit about me. I'm currently a Kundalini yoga teacher, a space holder, a leader that creates containers where deep honesty can happen. So not just in awakening or yoga, but also in activism. In my so-called previous life, I was a filmmaker and I was raising money to help fight human trafficking and to help women to restore after sexual abuse. And I also directed a film about it. And so, when I look back into my life, I really see that no matter what was my profession, I just deeply cared about humans coming back to their beauty, to their majesty, to their sense of honor and respect for themselves and each other, and rise together. So today I will share with you a little bit about specifically Kundalini Yoga and this mystical technology that can awaken our full potential, all of our gifts with which each of us came. And then we dive in with you into a beautiful practice. And before we do so, I would love to connect to all of you here. First thing that I would like to ask you all, please turn on your cameras. It would be so much easier for us to connect and feel each other, see each other. Marina's here. Hi, beauty. Good to see you. And yeah, please do turn on cameras because it's an intimate space, and when we feel each other, see each other, it's a family vibe. Family's gotta see you. It's gotta feel you. You wanna cry, you wanna laugh, you wanna get weird. All of it is perfect. We're all here in it together to reveal our wondrous nature. And once we all opening up our cameras and revealing our gorgeous faces to the field, thank you so much. You guys are so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now I feel like I'm actually talking to humans. Before I was like, I'm just here with empty space. Who knows what's going on over there? So thank you so much for coming online. But some of you, might be like driving or something. It's okay. But if you can, please do turn on the camera. And the second one, I would love to hear from every single one of you, your name, where you're coming from, and what is the thing that excited you to join us today in this practice, in this connection, in this satsang. And maybe there's a deep dream that you would love to find power for, or maybe there is something that you're going through that is difficult right now in your life and you would love your support with. And I would like for you to really be as honest and as raw and as real as possible, because the moment you speak it into the field, I can feel it, we all can feel it, and then in that way I can guide today all of us through the practice that will serve exactly you. So I welcome you to get very heart open, hands open, and say, greetings, beautiful people. Here I am. This is what's going on in my life today. And just really find the courage to share. I will play for us some beautiful music while we connect into the field, connect into ourselves. And also, I'm currently in Bali and it started to rain, so I'm gonna close my windows and play music. So just take 2 minutes to write something real, honest, from the heart about your current moment. I'll be back in just 1 second. I'm gonna slowly start reading your messages. Please guys share, really. Your voice matters and your requests matter. Yeah, write down a little bit in the chat box. So far I don't see any messages. Maybe you write in long letters. I love that. So let me read. Okay, Noor from Riyadh. I'm here to connect and explore. Beautiful, welcome Noor. Thais Nimer, I'm in a moment of transition. I quit my job and I want to start a new life, doing something that I love and helping people connect with their truth. Beautiful. Camila from Chile, hello. Beautiful. Hi Camila. Marina, my name is Marina. I'm here to heal and to find new path in life after realizing my marriage is falling apart. I feel you, Marina. Agnieszka Z from Poland. Happy to be here with you today. Hi Agnieszka, welcome. Ami, I'm from Boston and here because my mom was going, because I was going through a huge transition, left the job and considering moving. A lot of people are going through it right now, Ami. It's like a lot of us are realizing we can't play the old game anymore with old structures that are designed to extract from humans. And we're all looking for ways. Jen, I'm homeschooling mom with a very, hold on, I lost you for a moment, with a very full personal development and health wellness coaching practice, and I've lost a lot of space for me. So here I am. I've learned 3 yoga, Kundalini, and taught it for many years. I stopped teaching in May and also lost connection to my own practice in many ways. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your trust. Welcome to the field. Happy to hopefully re-inspire you deeply. Tamir, hi, I'm from Sydney. This is a surprise for me. I can join a group session. Welcome. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Luca, hi love, good to see you. I was about to start practicing and I saw the email, said let's practice together, even online. It's still better than by myself alone. Yes, because Luca isn't with me in a training right now for 7 months with our group. We're going through this like very profound Kundalini Awakening journey. Grace, hello, feeling in between timelines in the moment and feeling like this was an unexpected gift to help ground myself today. Beautiful, very happy to be here. Welcome, welcome. Alejandra Garcia, hi, I'm Ali from Mexico City and I'm here to reconnect with women inner energy. Beautiful. Antonescu, feeling tired, sad lately, oh babe. Going through so many changes, a bit stuck, need an energy boost, that I'm here to recharge my body. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, love. Thank you for being real. It takes sometimes massive courage actually to be that. Amazing. Beautiful. Alessia, I'm here to release and heal old wounds, become a better version of me. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much guys for sharing. I really truly appreciate it. It just creates a field of family, of connection, of expansion. It's really stunning when we can merge like that together. Okay, my beautiful people, I will start gently. Just for those of you, actually, can you write in the comments for who here Kundalini Yoga is for the first time? Like maybe you just heard of Kundalini, but you've never done Kundalini Yoga practice. And maybe for some of you, you're like, I don't even know what Kundalini is. Then also please share. Because then it will give me context to what degree should we... I mean, we will go pretty far today, no matter what. Because you're with me. Hi, I'm a Scorpio. Things are here intense, but in a beautiful way. I love to share my love and, you know, in a way that you actually will benefit and experience something profound. Okay, one the first time. Wow, okay, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to the portal, guys. First of all, I just want to say it's such a great honor for me to share this practice with you for the first time. And I don't take it lightly because, you know, sometimes first time, it's like you can't do twice first time, right? Whatever is your first impression, that's what's your first impression. And then you can forever say, I love Kundalini Yoga, or I don't like Kundalini Yoga, or whatever could be the story. So I will do my absolute best to introduce you into this practice with all of my love and basically share with you how it completely changed my life. Truly, completely, totally, utterly, 180 degrees. And So I guess I'm just going to give you a bit of a backstory. I was living in New York, in America, for about 11 years, a little bit also in San Francisco and in LA, but mostly in New York. And I was just feeling really exhausted and really burnt out. And I felt like my feminine energy was leaving me. And I just was becoming this machine that is just focused on working and making money and making sure that I can pay the rent and grow and whatnot. And somewhere along the line, I could just notice like, wait, where is my joy? Where is my wonder? Where is my inspiration? I'm so tired. And it started hitting such an intense mark that I just realized like I just can't play this game anymore. And it actually felt very scary because I didn't know where to go. Like I already became an American citizen. I moved from Belarus, where I'm originally from, and in Belarus, dual citizenship is not allowed. So the moment I became American, I'm just an American. And I don't know where to go. And I don't have my home, and I don't have my parents, and I'm just renting this expensive apartments in New York, and I am done with whatever I've been doing before. So some of you mentioned that like I'm in a transition, I don't know what to do. I so deeply feel for you. And I basically went into kind of a depression and kind of a frozen confusion. And I remember like I wouldn't have any energy and I don't want to do anything. And I used to, before that, acting and modeling and making movies, and part of me just died and I didn't want to do anything. And I remember my friends, they tried to cheer me up, and at some point I was like, I just don't want to go to any of these castings. I don't want to do any of this work. It all feels pointless to me. And at some point I was already crashing at my girlfriend's couch because I didn't feel like hustling for money for an apartment. And I was just done. And in that kind of like almost depressed evening, I was invited to one gathering somewhere in Chelsea, New York, and somebody told me about Vipassana meditation and like some mystical retreats. And it was so far from my concept. I mean, I did running and I did like hatha yoga and Bikram yoga, but I always thought it's just for your body to stretch, sweat, feel a little bit better physically. Maybe it will, because physically you feel better, you probably will feel mentally better. But that was the extent to which I understood what yoga is. And here I'm hearing about this Vipassana, about this prolonged meditations in which you can connect to your profound God in nature. And so I started kind of like getting super curious and I started following my intuition. And so it kind of like took me down the rabbit hole. I went and I did ayahuasca, this plant medicine with really incredible shamans from Brazil. And then I was initiated into Vedic meditation, which basically they give you a secret mantra. It's similar to transcendental meditation, and you repeat that mantra in your mind. So then when your mind tries to interfere and think thoughts, you just repeat that mantra. And in that way, you clean up your mind. And you will experience it today in Kundalini Yoga. And then I just, followed my curiosity and went for the first time to Bali. And my heart really opened up here because it looked like paradise. People living healthy life, eating clean food, surrounded by greenery, paying at least 7 to 10 times less than any Americans, and living so much better life. Practicing yoga, going to nature, going to waterfalls. Like it was just ridiculous. I was like, wait, what was I doing in America? Not to guys depress any of you who are there right now. And there could be some beautiful moments, and we'll be back to New York in a few months. But it's just like, it gave me the perspective. And then basically I tried Kundalini Yoga for the first time in San Francisco. And then when I moved to Bali, I happened to move into a house with a Kundalini Yoga teacher. And I went through my first teacher's training. And it completely, you could say, like it blew off the lid of my so-called bottle. Quite literally. I just started seeing and feeling God daily, every single hour and every single minute. Not like a concept, not like you read a book and you're like, please, divine, talk to me. It would be continuous flashes of energy in my body. I would feel so much electricity, so much joy, and ridiculous creativity. Wouldn't want to sleep because I just have too much energy to create. And just everything that I do, it felt like literally God just loves me and brings me like the best opportunities. Like, hey, Alesiana, do you want to teach? Like, teach here. Do you want to practice? Practice here. Do you want to have another training? Here it is for you. It was so effortless. But the reason why it became effortless is because I activated my life force, my genuine God energy, And now I was actually on my soul's path. And this is what I think was a big switch. You know, a lot of us were doing not our path. We're doing the path of our parents or society, or because we're already a parent and we feel responsibility, and we just kind of like squish our own dreams and our own genuine gifts and our own genius and playing someone else's game. And that's, I believe, this is a precise reason why a lot of people are depressed and a lot of people don't have energy. Not because they're incapable, they're just on the wrong path. And you know, it takes a lot of energy to be on the wrong path, because now you have to pretend you're okay when you're not okay. You have to smile when you don't want to smile. You have to engage with people that you're really not into. And then you maybe need to be doing a job you kind of hate. And like, well, no wonder you have no energy. No wonder you're exhausted. And you know, it's kind of a can of worms, because then it like you attract like non-aligned relationship, and then your relationship cannot be authentic with majority of people because you don't even want to be there. And so I feel it's crucial, like life kind of like important, crucial for all of us to tune into that divine energy inside of our soul, so we can hear the voice. Basically, it's the voice of our heart. We can be very cliche, you know, we don't have to talk about some, you know, God in the cloud. It's inside of our hearts. You know, we've all experienced these moments, like sometimes when we hit the rock bottom and then we're just crying on the floor somewhere at home. And in this moment of sobbing and releasing our tears, we finally like just cannot lie to ourselves anymore. And in a moment, we're like, oh, what was I thinking? And you finally realize your actual truth. So sometimes, like we are that stubborn. We just don't want to believe we're going the wrong path, and we're pushing it until the universe is like, all right, darling, clearly you need some proactive reset. And then we may wake up, you know. And if we don't, then we continue to go down the weird path. And that's how people numbing themselves, started drinking alcohol, smoking, watching porn, because again, soul is hurting. And it's too much to know that you are hurting yourself by choosing the wrong path. And then you gotta numb yourself then, because what else is there to do, right? And then we're using sometimes other people, like, can you please make me feel better about myself because I don't feel good about myself? And so on and so on and so on. So again, it's just extremely important to activate your life force, and I just can't specify it enough. And how are you going to go about it? It's definitely your business. You know, some people find it through singing, some people writing, some people have to walk in the nature. Some people need to, I don't know, cry or whatever. Like, we all have our methods, but I will share with you the method that really worked for me and genuinely, completely, totally changed my life. And, you know, I never looked back after I experienced this method. And, you know, I went so far into it that I was like, okay, I'm going to fully change my career. I'm closing a life in New York, fully packing everything, moving to Bali. And now I'm actually going to become Kundalini yoga teacher and healer, because I believe as many people on the planet should know about this technology. This is crazy that it's not taught in school. And the reason why I think so, because basically this technology works with your energy, your life force energy. It's called Kundalini, it's called Shakti. Some people call it energy, some people call it prana. It doesn't matter what. It's basically a body that is alive, carries this living energy inside, you know? And this is the difference between the body that is, I don't know, for example, just died, and the body that is alive. They all still can have oxygen inside and all the same organs, but one of them is not breathing anymore, you know, and the heart is not beating. That's the body that had lost its Kundalini, its life force. And so our life force, this mystical vibration that is moving through our body when we're alive, it can be activated to a much higher degree that's currently on this planet for majority of humans. Simply because nobody's teaching us in a young age how to activate our energy. You know, like there's this one famous guru here in India. I used to live in India for 3 years, and he started a massive ashram called the Art of Living, and he started teaching very little kids basics of Kundalini yoga and pranayama yoga, just some moving of breath, like exactly everything that we're going to be doing today. You will experience it. But he's been teaching children from like 5-6 years old. These children, Adna, right now, they're calling them superhumans because they can basically hear, see thoughts from afar. They can read things from completely with eyes closed. They can reproduce painting with eyes closed perfectly with exact same colors and patterns. Like, and I saw these kids with my own eyes. They brought them from India to show to super fancy Americans in California and Esalen Institute, and just to show what's possible when children are taught this technology of awakening from a young age. And basically, this is what our bodies are capable of. We're capable to telepathically communicate. We're capable to reproduce anything we've seen once. You know, you've seen the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. Like, we are that, guys. Literally, we're that. Again, just nobody's teaching us some basics. And so with some basic techniques of bringing your energy upper and upper and upper, and then having the courage, basically being very honest with yourself. This is a very important part, guys. Just to do yoga, Kundalini yoga, is not enough. What's going to happen is when you breathe, you will feel emotions and you will have visions sometimes or realizations. Like, for example, bingo, I've been in this self-sabotaging relationship for way too long. It's time to exit this adventure. So you realize it in a class. Now the question, are you going to do anything about it or not? Because now if you're not going to do anything about it, you're going to get even more depressed. So that's the real yoga is happening when you finish your yoga class and you go back to your life, and now you have to take new actions to embody what you realized. That's real yoga. It's called yoga of action. If we're talking about the sacred text called Bhagavad Gita, I don't know if you guys know, it's a very profound text from Indian old times that's perfectly applicable just today. And basically, this is where, you know, when I like lead online trainings, which all of you are welcome to join. If you want, you can ask me more after this class. I believe in a circle of friends because here we can talk, you know, like, and I will ask you all guys to share at the end of the practice how you're feeling. It's super important because basically what's going to be happening, you each will be stepping into a hero's journey. Even just today for one session, you will experience it. But if you do it for like a week or a month, of course, it's going to be much more. What does it mean, hero's journey? You know, Joseph Campbell, you're on the top of the journey. You live in your village. You're realizing, I deserve something better. I'm ready for the expansion. And then you go, and then you start receiving, of course, all the obstacles, because basically your old patterns and people that are connected to your old patterns will fight with you. They'll say, excuse me, why are you changing? I liked you exactly as you were. You're extremely uncomfortable right now. And so you'll have to have the courage to overcome all of those initiations. And at some point you may find a teacher, and at some point you will almost die. And then if you have the courage to actually embody a new level of energy and pretty much risk everything, you will rise, and then you will integrate new energy, and you come back to point zero, so to speak, come back to the village with the gold. And then you come back again and again and again. And that's basically called rites of initiation or circles of life. And so the people that dare to continuously, so to speak, die, like let their ego die, those are the people that are truly living. But this is a courageous living, and this is not for the faint of hearted, you know, really, it's risky. It's risky. You might lose a job, you might lose your marriage, you might lose your convenient circle of friends, you might lose a lot of things. And now, do you need them? Maybe not. And maybe there's something much better waiting for you on the other side. I'm not saying to be super mean and now say no to everything, everyone exit out of your life. Not like that either. But just so you kind of tune in that, you know, the more we expand, the higher amount of light we carry. Which means when you meet people that didn't want to meet within themselves or confront within themselves their own darkness, they will feel either intimidated by you or straight up annoyed by you. And then you have a choice. You can kind of lower your light for them for them to feel cozy and comfortable around you. Or you can say, hey, sorry, this is where I'm meeting myself. And if you want, you can meet me here. You can rise. And they may. Or if they're not, they may not. And then you may grow again. And then you may grow again, you know, and it's what to do. If our frequency is constantly expanding, and for some people in our life, it's not. And what if our other family members? Now what? You can't change your family members. And so this is where it's super helpful when you have a Sangha. Sangha in India, it's called a group of like-hearted, like-minded beings that are on a similar path of awakening. So then when we all start going through our personal shit shows, which trust me, we all will and are on a semi-regular basis, simply because we're awakening. When we start talking about it together, we don't feel crazy alone, and we don't feel as scared, because we realize like, wow, this is a journey. This is literally the journey, and we can support each other. And it actually becomes much more joyful and profound, and we really start getting inspired by humans next to us, you know. And I can beautiful. I feel you guys now. I just see in the comments now. Yes, yes, yes. I'm feeling you guys as well. Nora, I don't know what you mean. Can you talk more about it? If you can like specify here, I will. I will. So just specify in the comments. What else is here to mention? So let's get to Kundalini Yoga for now. Like, what is this technology? How does this work? I always joke that it kind of upgrades your body, you know, from some like super cheap, like, I don't know, broken or Toyota little car to like Ferrari. Your engine gets strong, like you're well oiled, like you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you can just and fly. Like that's the difference between the people that have energy and know how to activate it and people that don't have energy. And they just kind of schlubbing along with whatever society tells them to do. So what is this system? What is this technology? Basically, it combines all the best things, truly, from everything. I've been obsessed with healing because I went through very heavy abuse and dishonor and disrespect as a child and as a teenager. Sexual, verbal, physical, you name it. And I needed some tools to heal myself because otherwise this would not be a really nice life. And, you know, in a weird grand meta level, I'm grateful to all of those insane initiations because now I have so many tools. I had to get them. And so by studying all of those tools, I started understanding what actually works. Doesn't matter what's the lineage, what is the cult, who is the teacher. Some things just work because it's a human body, and human body has breath, human body has hands, legs, and when you do specific things, it does specific things, period. You know, and especially with Kundalini Yoga, for those of you who are here for the first time, Kundalini Yoga for a long time was a very secretive teaching that was only passed on from a master to a student because it's considered to be a very high level knowledge that only truly initiated students could have access to. They were basically afraid that uninitiated people would just abuse that energy and will use it to like get access to all the women because you become sexually so kind of magnetic or like will manipulate people with making money, like because you also become very eloquent and very sharp, your speech starts to open up. Literally you start receiving superpowers because basically life force start moving through all of your chakras, and every chakra, energetic center in your body, carries a package of goodies. And so they didn't want everyone to have it. Then in the 60s, 70s, the teacher, Yogi Bhajan, brought it from India to America, which was a big deal. And this whole like beatnik movement and Ram Dass and Alan Watts and that crew, they started dabbling into those teachings and they've tried it and it became massively successful. But then, as it goes with all powerful spiritual teachers, Yogi Bhajan started abusing his power and like sleeping with his students. And there were so many stories of how he went a little too far. And then people started speaking against Kundalini Yoga itself, you know, and we're just like, wait a second, this is the misconduct by this one man who maybe doesn't know how to carry himself. And who knows, maybe these women thrown themselves at him and at him. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, so I can't say it what happened there, but basically for a long time people kind of like again were pushed away from Kundalini. And you know, I as a curious student of life, I just studied every form of yoga. So I started from Hatha and then Bikram yoga, and it's more of like a physical yoga, and Bikram with heat. And I was just could feel, I was like, wow, when you physically move, your body gets better because the juices, everything flowing, blood flow is going, you're healthy, you're stronger for obvious reasons. But then with Kundalini Yoga, that yoga is working with your breath. So now I'm going to share with you the specifics. Normal yoga, people do lots of movements, standing up, raising their hands, raising their legs. And which is why a lot of people feeling intimidated and shy. And they say, I'm not physically strong enough to do this yoga. And then they don't even come to yoga class. Now, Kundalini Yoga is for everyone. You can do it sitting down the whole practice. The practice is very subtle because it works not just with physicality, it works with your breath, which is a very subtle thing, right? That air that is coming in and out. It works with your mind and your attention. Like sometimes we bring attention to our third eye and we're literally rolling our eyes upward and inward and we're holding it there, and it looks a little strange. And so what it does, it strains the muscles in your pineal gland, and you quite literally start activating your intuition, your intuitive center, which for majority of the people, this part is not activated because they don't do that practice. This drishti, it's called, the focus of your whole attention and your eyes. Then we do mudras. We connect our fingers in specific way, which again, there's energy pathways moving through our body. You maybe know it from Chinese medicine or from acupuncture. And so when we hold the fingers in specific way, we send off very specific energetic activation in certain parts within our body. Now, every chakra or energetic center that holds massive goodness, like treasure potential, it's connected to our glandular system. So there's a pineal gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and so on. So we have glands all over our body. So those glands connected to our chakras. So when you start moving in specific way, and so basically what we're doing with Kundalini Yoga, we just move in our spine in all kinds of ways. Why are we doing it? Because our spine is the very pillar that is holding our life force, right? So if you can activate it and move it in a very specific way, the energy that previously was stagnant and stuck with your regular thought patterns, with your traumas that happened in childhood, with the way you've been carrying yourself, it's almost like a frozen system. Sure, it moves a little bit, sleeps, eats, but it's not fully like flying. And so Kundalini is opening up every single part in the body through movement of your spine, through mudras, through moving of your breath. And the final one is with chanting mantras. And that's another one that's huge, I would say. For me, as a woman who, from my 20s lived in New York, when I first experienced this Kundalini Yoga in San Francisco, I judged everything there because these people looked like they belonged to a cult. They were all wearing these like white, hats, sikhs, and very like serious, and they just chant their mantras, and it's like, har, 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 har. I was just like, what is going on with these people? What are they doing? And they looked a little weird to me, and I judged it, but I already came to the class. I paid for the class. I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna finish this class, and then I will step out of judge some more. But I did the class, and I couldn't argue with the fact that I felt a million times better at the end of the class than I did in the beginning. Like, I couldn't argue with that. Like, my mood, my energy, my joy, I was glowing. I was like, what is happening? It literally felt like I just took some nice psychedelics and it actually stayed. But without negative consequences, meaning like I actually can work, I can make phone calls, I can do everything, and I feel high on life. I was like, this feels like a good deal. And so then I'm starting to find out, and I go through my teacher's training, that it actually activates your pineal gland. Previously stagnated nervous system finally start to operate at its full potential. So basically, when they say your brain is working only at 3% and other 90% are dormant, it's called junk DNA. It's junk because majority of our glandular system is freaking frozen and sleeping, and we don't have the exercises from childhood how to keep them alive. And so what happens is this beautiful human machine that is capable of so much is simply not activated and used for such basic stuff, just like walking, sleeping, having some sex, and that's it. For some of us, maybe a little bit of sports. So it's almost like a shame to waste this divine vehicle on, like this level of potential. It's in a way we're living like we're monkeys, like we're chimpanzees, but we do have a consciousness to activate ourselves to the highest. And so, yeah, basically mantras. No, on a very basic level, just kind of tune into that. Okay, I also want to tune in what time is this. Okay, we're going to start practicing, guys, in about like 7 to 10 minutes max. I want you to know what you're actually about to do. So first, when you repeat anything, doesn't matter what it is. You could say, I'm so lucky. Life loves me no matter what. I'm so lucky. Life loves me no matter what. If you just start repeating it, first of all, if you actually allow yourself to feel that, you will be like, even if you were grumpy a second ago, your energy will just be like, maybe I am lucky, actually. Hold on a second. And like your mind will start looking to justify that it's true. Because that's how mind designed. Our mind looks for confirmation for what we say it is. And so there's a mantras there, it's like a coding of reality. So when we chant specific mystical mantras that are connecting to our divine energy, or we chant in the name of a specific divinity, or like there's a specific energy or frequency that's getting activated, there's so many mantras, you become them. You literally become them. And there's a mystical thing that I was saying, Kundalini. In the beginning, you, human being, tries to chant the mantra. Like you say, for example, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It's a famous mantra in yoga. It's kind of like, it says, I bow to the divine consciousness outside of me, but especially within me. And I connect to that. That's basically the meaning of the mantra. And you keep repeating it. And at some point, you stop chanting the mantra, and actually mantra is chanting you. It's like you can just relax, and the vibration keeps moving through your body and using your mouth for its movement. It's a very mystical kind of thing, and I think you'll sense a little bit of that tonight even. And then another on an even more basic level, when you say one mantra, it means you don't have time to think about other things. And of course, mind will try, because our mind is insane. But it's going to be harder because you're saying the thing repeatedly. And so your mind at some point gets tired, because right now your mind is jumping in a million directions. Like, do I like it? I don't like it. What is she saying? This is interesting. This is, I don't understand. Okay, am I tired? Am I sleepy? Did I eat? I want to eat breakfast. Did I text back my boyfriend? Our brain is insane. And so it's always thinking all of those things, which means you're leaking your life force every millisecond somewhere. This is how we use our power, guys. This is how we lose it. Because our attention is not trained. So this is another super important part in yoga and in meditation, is can you gather the focus and actually direct it into one place, whatever that one place is. And it could be looking at the third eye and focusing on your breath as if it's entering into your third eye, and just chanting the mantra so the brain doesn't come. Or you can be focusing on your heart and holding here and feeling like all the energy is coming here. So wherever you bring the whole focus, that's where you imagine, like if you were a superhero and you like send off the jolts of light, that's literally what you're doing with your consciousness. If you actually have the capacity to collect it into one place. But majority of the humans are not trained to focus on a high level like ninjas. And so mantras do that for us. And so when you start chanting it, brain in the middle get involved and tries to interrupt you and confuse you and tell you this is boring, this is stupid, don't do this, who does mantras, only crazy people, and then it gets tired, and then it leaves you alone, and then you keep chanting. And then at some point you start entering mystical states. And in that way, we basically clean up our mind of all the garbage, of all the negative thoughts, or all the thoughts that are really just unnecessary and you weren't planning to think them right now. And then you finally become in a pure vessel. And this is where it gets super interesting, guys. If you start doing it on a regular basis, and I share some practices, I have them also for free online. So it's not some kind of a sales speech like sign up for this now or your life will be doomed. It's none of that nonsense. There's some free classes I'm happy to share with you. But I do highly, like from the deepest core of my heart, I do welcome you to commit to this and practice this even for at least 7 days. You will see results. Because basically what happens is your nervous system starts to open up, your energy comes back, your mind gets cleaner, you have much more like joyful, positive attitude. And because of all of that, your life starts to change. And because of it, you start having just better ideas, because now your mind is not polluted, your body is not exhausted, and it's not occupied by basically weird energetics. And I would even dare to say entities. Because, anytime we watch Instagram, anytime we go into public transportation, this is all bunch of humans sending all kinds of signals all around us. And we receive it, through sound, through being right next to them, on Instagram. It's like all of these weird energetics and egregors, like they're trying to manipulate human consciousness to sell you something or convince you that you're not like enough and therefore you should buy that lipstick and you should buy that thing. It's like the whole matrix is built on you are not enough, but I have a solution for you. And through me, you can use it, but then you will run out of it and then you will need some more and then you come back to me again, This is basically the whole manipulative system of humans. But if you learn this one technique that I'm sharing with you guys once, you can also learn it for free. You don't need me or anyone else. You're just fully here in your life force. And now you can do with this what you want. And when you fully purify your body and actually commit to this practice, at some point, and this is what I'm experiencing, guys, already for a few years. It's been intense. Honestly, my Kundalini kind of started awakening in 2020 when I did this really intense teachers training in Bali when I just moved here, and we practiced for like 12 hours a day. I just had a full like, I'm a superhuman machine. I'm God. God is me. It's moving through me. It gives me very clear signals and messages what to do, and I just need to do it. And to anyone normal person, you kind of just say that, they'll think you're insane and you should be hospitalized, But for me, it just made perfect sense, and I just followed and followed and followed, and life just got exponentially better. And so I'll just share with you guys this practice, and then you will see it for yourself, and we'll take it from there. And yes, Lily, you can drop some links, guys. So guys, just so you can understand how this system works with my trainings and free practices. Again, I really don't like this whole sales pitches, which is why I'm not a good marketer actually, but I'm an obsessed person about human awakening. So Lily, maybe you can drop some links. So on my homepage, you can go and you can register with your email first, like just as a viewer for free, and then you have access to the first module on my guides that play on the root chakra for free. And you can just look at that, try it. It has 5 videos, Kundalini yoga for an hour and a half, meditation for like 20-30 minutes, journaling for 20-30 minutes, royal habits that you recommended to embody, an explanation of what root chakra is, and the whole introductory thing. So literally, even if you don't sign up for it and you just do that, even that will be magical. Of course, if you want to experience the full journey of activation of every single chakra, root chakra is your safety, sexual chakra is your sexuality and your creativity, third chakra in the solar plexus is your willpower, courage, majesty, capacity to show up for what really matters in your life with all of your strengths. Heart chakra is the divine love, divine mother, divine father, our capacity to expand our love way beyond ourselves. Third chakra is our basically chakra of godly truth. When we finally start hearing the messages, so when we speak, we don't speak selfishly just to serve ourselves. We speak because our voice is healing for people. The way that we can deliver the truth, the way how we can tune in, how to say it in the most gentle, loving, encouraging way, so it actually heals the space. So you become the shaman, the healing shaman from this chakra. This is the chakra of opening of your third eye. So then your whole intuition and consciousness becomes shiny and bright. And basically you start seeing visions that are not just for you, like visions for your humanity, or for at least for like a pretty high amount of people. In a way you can expand beyond your awareness, beyond your body, and see what's best for all, and then come back into your body and operate as very sophisticated vehicle of God. And again, not to like attempt to brag or impress anybody, but I've been feeling it very strongly in my body over the last few years, which is why a lot of things working out, and my life just keeps getting more and more insanely magical with insane opportunities. I live in Bali, I travel around the world, I teach in many beautiful places, I teach at retreats, I'm being invited to many podcasts, and I'm coming from poverty, from small family in Belarus, raised by a single mom. My mom was raped by my father right before she gave birth to me. Then she was beaten and raped right in front of my eyes by another guy. You would think I would never be able to come out from what I came up with and who I became today. But it's all, maybe partially it's destiny, but it's also my obsession with healing. And so it's possible, guys. It's really possible. And this is what's happening from the third eye. You become like this, I see what's going on. Let's keep going, God. And basically the crown chakra is that chakra of, I guess they say total awakening or enlightenment is another word. And basically what happens there, your identity, idea of you dissolves. Basically you don't even think you exist because you realize you don't exist. there's a vehicle, meat suit, and God is using it for really fun stuff, and it's still using like your unique quirks and sense of humor and your, voice or accent or whatever, but you selfishly, limitedly, to a large degree, are gone in the most beautiful way, because there's a divine energy that like literally using you as a vehicle. And this is when we talk about like Jesus Christ or Buddha or this, high level beings, guys, we can become them. And this is, they say in the modern days, like there's some incredible teachers, and I met them and I'm so grateful to them. And by the way, all of my students, I introduce them to my guru, and he gives them direct blessings on Zoom. He connects to them, hears their voice, and it's beautiful. But it's beautiful to meet some teachers as an inspiration, but enough of outsourcing our capacity and looking for authority that somebody will save us. Nobody will save us. We will save ourselves. And we will save ourselves by self-courage, self-evaluation, self-expansion, self-healing, and realizing light is within. Just how Jesus Christ did it when he went for 40 days on a fast in the desert and realized a lot of things. And how Buddha just sat under the tree and said, that's it. I'm not getting off my ass until I'm enlightened. I'm going to sit here until my bones turn into dust. This was his final statement before awakening. That sense of determination that like, I'm here to understand this nature reality to such intense depth. I prefer to die rather than walk around asleep. Basically this is what this system offers us as potential tools, but again, one very important fine print, it doesn't guarantee it. You can still enjoy a lot of really magical things, and you will have superpowers, and not superpowers, I'm not promising you're going to start like levitating, but you will have much more joy, much more creativity, much more opportunities, much more glow, definitely. Now, are you designed to fully awaken like Jesus Christ or Buddha? That, mystics and many teachers, they say that's actually predestined by God, by source, whatever you want to call it. If you are a good enough vehicle that is humble, that is devoted, that is continuously listening to the signs of the universe, it may happen. But that's out of our hands, or so to speak, out of our ego hands. So that's where it's like a funny slap for our ego. It's like you can try to be awakened up until here, and you're going to receive great benefits. But this one is the God's job. And that's where you surrender, let go, and enjoy. So, beautiful people, I think enough of talking. Let's practice. Let's do it. Let's say 48 minutes. So I would say we will have around like 50 minutes, 50, okay? I do recommend for you guys to, if possible now, like you need to text someone and say, hey, I'm going to be not available for next at least 2 hours. That would be great. So then nobody's bugging you, and you don't have to look at the phone right after the practice. So then you can actually integrate all the beautiful energy, tune in within yourself, maybe journal after and write down some things that you realized. And so then maybe you will actually make some big decisions today to take action on the new energy that came through you. And then, yes, if you want to connect with me after practice, I will be lingering here for another 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes. You can ask any questions. Also, I posted on my website just a final Black Friday sale, and I put 50% off on my main course, Gods at Play. So instead of $555, it's just $270 for the whole journey on Kundalini Yoga, massive training, which is, for any Kundalini schools, they post trainings that are genuinely not as beautiful, not as well recorded, and they're at least $2,000, those trainings, which I think is crazy. So I put a very I feel approachable price, so then majority of the people can join the training and really benefit from it. And it actually even offers payment plan for I think $90 per week or something. So anyways, I think I offered you all the beautiful options. And at last, before we start practicing, because I don't want to be thinking too much about logistics when we go into the mystical place with you, I'm just going to share with you guys my Instagram. It's Alesiana Ra. So if you may have some more questions and you're like, wait, I want to ask you about this, or maybe you need some special payment plan or something, feel free to reach out. Alejandra, okay, in 30 minutes. Well, you're gonna have to leave right in the middle of a practice. We will have a recording, so you'll receive it. So that's one way of maybe doing it full force. If you're deeply curious, you can still join us for 30 minutes, but you know, it's like kind of like, oh, you're just gonna get excited and then you're like, ciao. So decide for yourself. So anyways, Instagram is my pleasure, Marianne. Yes, and definitely for those of you guys that do have to run, receive the recording, watch till the end, do the practice when you have time and space. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And if you need any support. And what else I was going to write to you guys? My email address, just so you have it here as well. And then we're going to begin the practice with you. So maybe if you guys need a glass of water or anything nearby, just have a sip because we're about to dive into deep portal. Precautions. Ladies, if you are on your moon, you can sit on the ground is better, but then you know what? Use some kind of a pillow. So then you have like support for your back, and then your back is not slouching. It's actually kind of like you're sitting like on a throne. So I sit on a yoga mat, and then I have a couple of pillows under my butt, and then it gives me that like structure to sit straight. So that would be probably the best one. So ladies, if you're on your moon, on your period today, meaning maybe your body is hurting a little bit, then instead of breath of fire, which is pretty intense breath, I'll show it right now. So it's a powerful breathing out of the nose, and you use your belly to give you extra strength. So it's try it with me right now. Yeah, so that's called breath of fire. It activates our solar plexus. It starts purifying the energy in our lower chakras and our sexual energy. It actually can arouse us, and it brings the energy upwards. So if you're on your moon, on your period, you're bleeding, then it's better if you do just instead of it long, deep breathing, breath in, breath out, because basically this breath of fire, it speeds up the blood flow, and maybe too much bleeding is not the best idea on period. Like we don't need to exasperate it even more. And if it's anyone pregnant, then also definitely gently move in such a way that your belly is always feeling super comfortable. What else is here to share with you guys? So majority of the practice is done sitting down. Sometimes we're gonna lay down as well. One thing that I want to welcome you guys, the energy will start moving in your body. You will feel it. Sometimes it will feel like electricity in your hands, or even a little bit of dizziness in the body, or some sensations sometimes in the belly. Just don't get scared. It's just actually beautiful. It just means the life force awakening in your body. It's like, you know, like rusty pipes. Like for the first time, the water is going through them. It's like, what's in the water? And then the rust will get cleared out, and it will be just the clean, beautiful water. It's going to be stunning at the end of the class. Also, don't be afraid of your emotions. You know, guys, in our society, in our lovely society, emotions have been judged. If women feel an emotion, she is hysterical, she is crazy. If man is emotional, oh, he's so weak, he's emotional. You know, like it's been so judged so stupidly, because actually this is our access to our deep truth. You know, if you feel anger, maybe your boundaries have been pushed. If you feel grief, maybe you just need to cry your heart out for a while and acknowledge something that's just left your reality. You know, if you're feeling some, I don't know, like a shyness or some kind of a stuckness, maybe you need to move through it and realize you've been afraid to take some movements forward. So like all of these sensations need to be felt to their core, so you can actually come to the end of it and sense what's the gift for you there on the other side. So any emotions that come, whether you want to cry, sob, giggle, laugh, orgasm, anything at all, welcome. Go for it. You're also on the mute, so, you know, not a big deal. You know, on the camera, nobody's going to be staring at you. And also, by the way, majority of the Kundalini yoga practice is done with eyes closed, eyes up and inwards, so you actually go deeply within yourself. So that's the point. The whole practice is for you to reconnect with you, but basically you're reconnecting with the inner God within you. And another really cool part, so each movement, we call it kriya, in Kundalini language. Kriya means action or movement. So each Kriya we will do for about 2.5, 3 minutes, like moving the spine, for example, with a specific breath, and we're chanting specific mantra, and I will be playing beautiful music for us, so it's fun. At the end of each Kriya, we're going to do the same thing, and let's try it right now together. So you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Hold it. And now squeeze your anus and your sexual organs and your lower abdominals and just kind of hold it like a bathtub. And now focus on the third eye point. So if you rise your eyes upward and inward in mid-eyebrow and you just hold it there, roll in your eyes, relax your shoulders, and now breathe out and relax. And just notice even now, even for a moment, of holding the breath, locking the root lock on the bottom, which means squeezing the anus and sexual organs, and focusing on the third eye, your nervous system is instantly relaxing. So imagine now we're going to do it for 50 minutes. So this, every time we do a pause after Kriya, we call it in Kundalini like as if God starts speaking through you. So when you do the movement, you call God on VIP line to say, hey God, let's talk. I'd like to get clear on a few things here. Then we finish the practice for 3 minutes. We hold the breath, hold the root lock, what you just did. Focus on the third eye point, and God picks up the phone. And in that emptiness, stillness, silence, you start feeling the deep essence of your soul, your deep inner wisdom, your deep profound love. And when you breathe out and let go, that God, source, starts speaking through you. And it can feel as relaxation, as goosebumps, as tears, as laughter, as sense of forgiveness, realization, could be anything that is perfect for you. And that's the magical thing about this practice. Every single time you do it, you will receive exactly what your body wants to receive. So, welcome to the portal. All right, my beautiful people, let's do this. I'm so excited for you, especially for those that are trying it for absolutely first time. Wow. Kundalini yoga is really such a portal. And even for those that tried Kundalini yoga before, but you're trying it with me for the first time, I'm also deeply honored to share this with you, because truly this practice is wow, and it can take us places, and it's all just up to us if we want to allow ourselves to be in it truly. Let me just find my favorite playlist. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just gonna click here, hold on guys, on my computer. Gardens of Tranquility playlist. Okay. Let's do it. So first, I welcome you to start gently closing your eyes and just opening up and stretching your body in any way that feels good. So you're just allowing yourself to stretch. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Stretch your neck, stretch your spine, and then gently rise your hands to the sky, stretch to one side, and then when you're ready, gently move to the opposite side. Again, deep breath in and out. And then gently putting the hands back, opening the chest, deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, come back. And now open your shoulders. Spine is absolutely straight. Head is aiming into the sky. Root is aiming into the earth. Chin is slightly tucked in. Shoulders are open. And just sit here like a majestic, beautiful being, connecting to our divine nature, to our innate beauty, innate wisdom, innate power that we all carry within. And now from this space, let's start gently rubbing the hands together. And I welcome you to set a very clear intention that matters to you. What's the energy you would like to activate today? Or maybe what's the energy you would like to let go of? It can be something very specific, such as I want to move to a new country and have another incredible job that suits my divine design to. I want to let go of this relationship, or I want to activate my courage, or I want to open up my heart. Anything that is your own honest moment, your honest need and desire, speak it into existence and make it clear to the gut that is within. And once you're ready, press palms one against another, open up your chest, open up your back. Focus on the third eye point. So again, we will continuously bring in the eyes upward and mid-eyebrow point. And at the end of each practice, we will be squeezing our anus and sexual organs and low abdominals. It's called root lock, yeah? So for now, we're just holding the hands. And here, we're going to be singing one mantra. It's Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. So Ong, it's a feminine sound, and so it means I bow to my capacity to receive in a feminine form. Doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, we're here to receive from outside wisdom, gifts, visions, many things. And then Guru Dev Namo means I bow to my inner guru, to my capacity to give, to my capacity to create, to my own capacity to transmute darkness into light. So we celebrate our inner harmony, our inner balance, and we're going to sing this mantra 3 times. Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Guru, Dev, Namo. And Namo, it means I bow. So we bow to our inner feminine nature and our inner masculine nature. And allow yourself to sing even if you're not a singer, because you have vocal cords, and when you make sounds, you vibrate your body and your cells heal 40 times more from your own voice than any other sound on the planet. Just let that sink. Your voice heals you 40 times more than any other sound on the planet, because your cells get healed by the sound of your frequency, of your own voice. So I welcome you to sing with me. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Another deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out with mouth open. And we chant this mantra 3 times to open the space. Deep breath in. Om. Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. And now take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Open the shoulders. Focus on mid-eyebrow point with eyes closed. Lock your root lock on the bottom. Stay here. Majestic, present, full of goodness, full of innate wisdom. And only when you're ready, gently breathe out. Relax, surrender your hands on your knees and meditate for a few moments. Witness your life force gently awakening. Dropping into your presence, keeping your eyes closed. Feeling and really remembering our presence that's always here. Just sometimes get too busy to feel it. And now from this beautiful space, we move into the first practice. Usually we always begin Kundalini Yoga with that because it's just such a universal first activation. It's called cat and cow in the whole of yoga. So I welcome you to get on your fours. And the hands get right under your shoulders and the knees right under your hips. Yeah, so you're kind of like a table. And you breathe in and you bring the head and hips up. And breathe out and you bring the head and hips down. So it's... yeah, that's the movement. Open, close. Keep your eyes closed. Focus on the third eye point. And now I welcome you to imagine the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And you say it in your mind, yeah? Not out loud, in your mind. Sat Nam means I am truth. Truth is my identity. I always follow my intuition. So you start connecting to your deepest truth that is beyond anyone's projection. 3 minutes. Actively, and now speed up a little bit. Deeper breath, stronger movement, and feel like you're opening your body, your breath, your soul, your heart, everything opening up. Last 20 seconds, the most powerful breath. And now deep breath in, bring your head up, hips up, hold the breath, lock the root lock, stay here. And now breathe out and suspend your head and your hips down. Hold it. And a deep breath in into the center. And a deep breath out into child's pose. Hands in the prayer. Third eye on the floor. Open up your legs. Relax your belly and meditate. Enjoy. Full child's pose, full surrender. And start feeling like you're entering into the communion with the divine. And just say, like, Mother Earth, I'm surrendering to you. I'm letting go of anything that doesn't serve me. Thank you for the support. And I receive my strength from my ancestors, from my roots. And feel being held, feel being loved, feel being honored in each moment, simply through breath, through gravity, through the Mother Earth, and through the Father Sun. when you're ready, very slowly, very gently, rise back. And now settle on your knees. It's called the rack pose. So you're basically sitting on your knees. You can be putting like a pillow or something soft under it, and just maybe on the floor or the carpet. And so it's basically the same movement, but now we're sitting vertically, and it's breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. And just tune in what parts of you are ready to open up. And really open your chest, your spine, all of you. Keep chanting the mantra in your mind, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And just really go for it, powerful breath. Deep breath in, open up your heart. Hold it, lock your root lock, squeeze everything on the bottom, focus third eye point, stay here. Deep breath out, relax and meditate. From this magical space, we're going to start moving our upper channels to let go of any stress and worries in our upper chakras. So it's breath in, breath out. And feel it like when you drop the shoulders, you don't just drop the shoulders, you drop all the weight, all the nonsense, all the self-judgment, all the self-sabotaging habits out of your body, out of your life. Powerful breath. All through the nose. Keep chanting the mantra Sat Nam in your mind. Faster, so it's powerful. breath in, shoulders up. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, squeeze your anus, squeeze even your face and your fists, collect everything, hold it. Consolidate your power into one dot, meet yourself in the center. And breathe out with the sound, ha. And relax and meditate. Beautiful. And from this space, slowly, gently transition back into sitting on your yoga pillow, just on your butt, and just cross like your legs in a way that feels comfortable. Yeah. And here, let's open up our hands backwards. So open up our heart. Yep, and once it's stretched, we're going to be doing breath in to the left and breath out to the right. So it's find your own rhythm. Breath in to the left, breath out to the right. Focus on the third eye point and feel like you're opening your capacity to love, to forgive, to accept first yourself and then others. And tune in, where are you ready to open your heart? Where are you ready to forgive a little bit more, to shine a little bit more love, to accept a bit more love? Really open up. In the center, take a deep breath in, hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye point, stay here, majestic, beautiful, full of love, full of true radiance of the heart. And when you're ready, gently let go, relax, breathe out and meditate. From this space, we're gonna move into our next practice that is designed to activate our solar plexus, our capacity to shine our power. You know, in this world, the relationship to power is very strange. It's either abusive or we hide it and we become weak. But there's this beautiful power that is coming from the heart, that is coming from great honor, that comes from profound care, from self-discipline, from mastery, from devotion. And so this is the power we'll be connecting in our solar plexus. I welcome you to rise our hands 60 degrees. Big thumbs are out and the rest of the fingers on the pillows, under your fingers. And we're holding it and stretching it like this beautiful sun. And imagine there's a rainbow between your big thumbs. And you are like this shining sphere of light that is shining in all directions. And in this place, we're going to start doing the breath of fire. Breathing out of the nose. And using your belly for the strength. So it's focus on the third point. And I welcome you to feel I am majestic, I am powerful, I am invincible. For the sake of love, I can and will do anything. Love, not just impersonal love, but like love that is profound for humanity, for what's correct, for our legacy and for our children going forward. Feel like you're overcoming your own obstacles, your own negative thoughts, and from that you can overcome anything. Of God, why not? Powerful breath, super fast, super strong, go for it. And now deep breath in, hold the breath, hold the root lock, squeeze your anus, open up your shoulders, focus on the third eye point, and now connect your hands together. Connect your big thumbs together, open the rest of the fingers wide like antennas. Stretch into the sky, hold it, hold your root lock, feel your power, feel your majesty, feel your magic right here and now. Keep holding it and now breathe out with mouth open. Hold it. And now again, breathe in with mouth open. Hold it. And only when you're ready, gently breathe out, let go, and meditate. Relax your hands. And meditate on how beautiful we all are, how full of gifts, true magic, so much goodness we all have inside of us. Two final kriyas that we're gonna do. This one is also an opening of the heart. It's the most important machine technology over here. It's in our heart chakra, much more advanced than any AI. So we're going to be moving the hands kind of backwards to open up the chest even more, yeah? Palms up. And so imagine you're like this beautiful phoenix, the beautiful bird that is rising from ashes. This is one of my favorite exercises. I pretty much always share it for the basic classes because it's so powerful. And now let's start doing breath of fire. Breathing out of your nose. And I welcome you to feel like you're rising no matter what difficulties we go through, no matter what destiny is thrown at us. We're like, world, I'm ready for you. Let's go. And rise and open your heart, open your throat, open all of you. And turn it into delicious dance. Can you do it joyfully? Like a mischievous, joyful dancer with God. Last 20 seconds, the most powerful. Beautiful. And now take a deep breath in, keep holding the hands and put the head back. Breathe out. And keep breathing deeply and open your throat, open your heart. And when you're ready, gently bring your hands down, your head down, and relax and meditate. Witness our divine energy awakening, dancing through our bodies, shining bright in all directions. And from this place, start gently moving your neck. 8 slow circles to your left and 8 slow circles to your right. And be very gentle, very loving, like this attentive lover that knows how to touch you just right. Open up the parts that need that extra love, extra care. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Eyes are closed. Gently complete the final circles and meet yourself in the center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath, hold the root lock, open your shoulders, focus on the third eye point. Stay here, beautiful, majestic, present. And a gentle, slow breathing out. And now again, hold your breath when you're empty. Lock your root lock. Hold the breath. Focus on the third eye point. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And when you're ready, gently open up your legs. So just to stretch them. We've been sitting for quite a lot. So gently open up your legs as wide as you can and kind of gently shake them if there's any pain, any pressure. And when the legs are opened up, I welcome you to take a deep breath in on the top, and then deep breath out, lean towards one leg, and then deep breath in on the top, deep breath out, go towards the other leg. And find your own rhythm and find the opening. Relax into it. And now gently change the direction and we move forward. Breath in on the top, breath out and go down as much as you can. Breath in on the top and breath out and go down. And stretch up a little bit more every time. And feel like with every breath you let go of some pain. You let go of some stress in your hips, in your sexual energy. Something just softens, something just lets go of, and you relax. And now take a deep breath in and stretch down as much as you can. Hold it. Breathe out and continue to stretch down while breathing deeply and opening up, relaxing into the opening. Beautiful. And then gently take a deep breath in, and with support of your hands, rise back up into the sitting position and settle in a way that feels comfortable, somewhere on the pillow, sitting straight. And here I'm going to reveal to you the final Kriya. So the way it works with Kundalini Yoga is first we do those little Kriyas every 3 minutes, and we're opening up our vehicle, opening up our heart, our breath, preparing our body to receive more energy. And once the body is ready, we take it places. And so the next final Kriya is usually longer than the first ones. And it often includes chanting the mantras, what I was sharing in the beginning. And today we're going to be doing a beautiful healing mantra that is designed to heal first ourselves. And then if we want to imagine someone in our mind who we want to send the healing energy to, you can also do that. And it could be your loved one, your friend, or it could be humanity on the planet at large, just wishing this planet to arrive into peace and harmony and honor and respect with each other, for example. So you can choose, but first definitely start with yourself. And so the hands will be like that. It's like this beautiful flower, you know, like your elbows kind of close to your torso and hands are opened up and like kind of just relaxed. And in a way, you know, you're like this lotus and you say, God, I'm so ready for all of your blessings poured down on me. Thank you so much. And you just feel like how you're just being showered in goodness, showered in love, showered in blessings. And as you sing in the mantra, feel it filled up with your whole body and you start illuminating and shining. And once you start feeling pretty ecstatic with yourself, then choose someone to send this good energy to. And if you want to, the whole mantra, just take care of yourself, that's also fully perfect, you know, because we really want to honor where we're at in our life right now. So the mantra is Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Se, So, Hung. I'll repeat it one more time and I'm going to actually write it for you guys here so then you can see it here. So Ra, which is the energy of the sun, which by the way is also my last name. Ma, which is the energy of the moon. So we're inviting all the elements to come and support us. Da, the energy of the earth. And Sa, the energy of the spirit. And then Sa, oops, switch to another language. Sa, Se, So, Hung. And Sa, Se, So, Hung means, and the spirit come inside of me, and so hung, and so I send it back to the spirit. So we recognize that we're in this infinity dance, always with spirit. Spirit is us, and us is spirit. And we receive it, and we give it. And we take in all of this elemental capacity, earth, sun, the moon, everything, and we are it, you know, we're made out of those elements, and then we give it back. And so we're using the power of the elements to heal ourselves and therefore heal each other. And I really welcome you guys to sing out loud this beautiful mantra, because it can do truly miracles to you. And once you start singing, you will feel the vibration in your whole body and in your heart. So don't be shy to sing out loud. And we're going to go on like this for about 8 minutes, and this is going to be our final movement, and then we're just going to relax in Shavasana and enjoy. All right, beautiful people, get in a good position. Eyes are closed, focus on the third eye point, hands open, and really do sing and feel the healing inside and outside. Blessings. Sa, Se, So, Ramada, Sa, Se, So. take a deep breath in, hold it, keep your heart open, remember the state of divinity, beauty, profound love, profound presence. And a deep breath out, relax your hands, relax your body. Meditate. Beautiful. And from this space, gently, slowly transition into Shavasana. 4 minutes of complete relaxation. Let it go. Integrate. If you need, gently maybe shake your legs, shake your hands if there is any tension in your body. So then your body can fully drop and enjoy its total relaxation. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. gently take a deep breath into the heart. Deep breath out. And start gently moving the fingers and the toes on your body. And then hugging the right knee to your chest. Massaging your right hip. And then putting the whole right bended leg on the left side on the ground. And upper side of the body to the right. So you go into a cat twist. And we do this deep breath in and a deep breath out into the stretch. And when you're ready, we hug in the left knee to the chest, massage in the left hip. And then put in that whole bended knee all the way to the right on the ground, into the cat twist, upper side of the body to the left. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, hug the two knees to your chest, massage your lower back in any way that feels good. And then gently start rock and roll forward and backwards, massaging your lower back as you move in 3-4 times. And when you're ready, gently rise back into the sitting position and no rush, slowly, gently. Allow yourself to meet yourself in the center. Slow breathing, relaxed belly, relaxed heart, relaxed face, and just straight spine. In this space, maybe give yourself a good hug. Thank yourself for all the beauty that you embody, for all the goodness, all the strength, all the wisdom, all the courage seen and unseen. Thank yourself, thank your body for carrying you through all the storms. Beautiful. And when you're ready, gently rise into the sitting position and we start gently rubbing the hands together, allowing ourselves to feel gratitude for ourselves, for beautiful people around us, for the good teachings come our way so we can actually feel ourselves deeper, for nature, for our mothers, for our fathers, for our ancestors. Allow yourself to truly be filled up with gratitude as you rub your hands together. And when you're ready, press it on your face, on your eyes, and gently open the eyes. And breathe out, close the eyes, and gently put the hands in the prayer in front of your chest. Sitting straight, shoulders are open. Focus on the third eye point, and we're going to close our practice with 3 Sat Nams. Which again, Sat Nam means I am truth. Truth is my identity. I always follow my intuition. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in, and we chant 3 times together. Lon, Sat, short Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Take a deep breath in. Final holding of the breath, root block. Focus on the third eye point. And a deep breath out. Sat Nam, thank you so much for your practice. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the work. Truly takes a lot. And celebrate every single one of you. Such an honor to connect our souls together and be each on a solitary journey, and yet we're doing it as a one big family. So truly, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you guys for your sweet comments. Yes, I'll share with you the playlist here in our chat. And yeah, if any of you want to hang out here a little longer and ask any questions, feel free to ask questions. Yay. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, and if you want to share any specific feelings in a moment, I will turn on your cameras and welcome you to share your voice if you feel inspired. And I just want to share for those of you guys that are leaving, the 50% off discount and 3 parts payment plan is only available for the next 24 hours. I literally reopened it just for you because Black Friday is already over. So if you want to enjoy it, please do. It's on my website. Lily will share the links again. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me again on Instagram. If in case you forget to ask something here, feel free, don't be shy, I'm here. So just wanted to share that with you for you so you have it. Thank you guys so much. It's so sweet to read your comments. I'm so happy. Yeah, isn't it magical, right? Like when we start connecting and we're feeling our divinity and our beauty, everything is possible, truly. And truly, when I started doing it every day, just it completely changed my life and it restructured everything, truly everything. So such an honor and a joy to share it with you guys. I'm going to send you right now the link to my playlist from Spotify. I hope you have Spotify so you can use it. Enjoy. I actually, this is one of my favorite things in life. I love music so much. And everything I host in my life, be it just a dinner with friends, a little yoga practice, a little hangout, I always design music because music just really impacts our hearts so much, and so happy to share it with you. It really is an access point to also very specific frequency and lots of joy and lots of beauty. So thank you so much for appreciating it. And yeah, my loves, I would love to hear your voice, and I would love to see you and hear you and feel you and just, say hi. So I welcome you to gather the courage and say hello. Turn on your mic, and maybe you want to share some insights, some sensations, some feelings, anything at all, really let's connect. Let's drop in as a family for last 5-10 minutes. For those of you that need to go, of course, I understand. But if you can stay, come and share your voice. Yes, Luca, see you soon on the moon and back. Yeah, Luca, we're doing this webinar so you guys understand what's going on here. We're doing, Savannah, you're here as well. So good to see you. Yeah, Savannah is also in my trainings, and she's also doing right now the private journey with me. Yeah, guys, just so you know, in the 7 months training, we go in this really deep 3-4 hour Zoom calls, and we unpack each chakra in great depth. And then I talk to every single student and unpack them and ask them very intimate questions until they just have to, crack open lovingly. And then we kind of have this like group catharsis together. So at some point, everybody really fall in love with everybody because we really see the divinity. It's not some pretense, squeaky clean, hello, goodbye. That would be really one boring 4 hour Zoom call. No, it gets super real and super honest and super profound, which is why everybody becomes like family, because we reveal things even to our own surprise, but definitely to the surprise of our group. So yeah, and I'm leading this. It's called Evolution Training, and we already started in the end of October. Theoretically, you guys still could join. I also put today on a massive 70% discount. So if you want to join, you still could, and I could send you recordings from last 3 classes, and you can catch up with us. But that's if you really want it for 7 months training. That's whole life-changing shabam. Every month we work on a new chakra. We do 2 Zoom calls a month. We have a WhatsApp group where we talk every day. We're holding each other accountable, and we practice every day and record ourselves on time lapse, shown to the group that we're practicing. So everybody is really growing exponentially, super fast, like true ninjas. And if you don't practice, I kick out people out of group if they don't practice, because really we are there only if we want to like genuinely awaken at a pretty profound level. So that's for the 7 months training. And if you want a self-paced, there's also self-paced journey. So you can tune in. But guys, I really would love to hear your voice. Come on. Anyone? Say hi. Layla is here, another student that we did a training in the summer. Guys, this is my favorite. See, the fam. They just keep coming back because we love each other. This is what happens when we open the hearts to each other. It's not even about like trainings, teachers. It's about the remembrance of our innate beauty together. That's what gets so yummy. Well, I'm seeing Alicia smiling, and I want to hear your voice. I see Grace, gorgeous, sitting there. I see Zanetta, I see Amy, Jennifer. Come on, ladies. Come over here.
I'll say hello. I just
Hi.
wanted to say thank you. That was beautiful. And I have a 7-month-old puppy who did the practice along with us, and she's sound asleep right by my feet. She loved the music. She kept trying to come up to the phone, but I'm really interested in looking into your training. I love the way that you teach. I practice a lot of. I'm actually a yoga teacher myself. I've been interested in Kundalini for a while, so I'm going to check out your website. Is the training ongoing, or does it? I know you just said that one of them just started in October.
Yeah. So one is self-paced. It's called Gods at
Okay.
Place course. So now it's on 50% off. It's like 7 chakras. Each chakra has like 5 practices in the whole shabam. That you can do at your own pace anytime. And another one, it's called Lovolution, because I believe that revolution is the revolution of our heart. So it's Lovolution training. And that's 7 months training. And we just started it in October. So we already had 3 Zoom calls. So theoretically, if you really want to, you could join. I'll send you the recordings and you'll catch up, because we have Zoom call every 2 weeks, basically on a new moon and a full moon. So we are now on the middle of a 2nd chakra. You can tune in. That's why I put it on 70% off. So like it's a crazy good deal, and and then you can catch up. And if you really join us for the 7 months journey, I will definitely jump with you on a private call. I will catch you up with everything. So then you feel definitely up to speed, and then add you to our WhatsApp group and our Zoom call and our Dropbox link with all of our materials and the whole platform. Actually, you know what? If you guys don't mind, I actually want to share with you just really quickly the screen, because you will understand what's actually going on there on the back end. It's so beautiful. This is another thing, I'm actually really proud of what I've done, because it takes a lot to create a really beautiful online training that people actually gonna want to do. Right? Because like online, people sometimes feel like alone, and they're like, well, thanks, I'm never going to do anything there. And so I was really focused on like, how can I make it so beautiful? So this is the website, just so you guys can tune into the energy. And this is what Lily sent to you, and this is basically the two trainings here. So Evolution Mentorship, that's the one that's 7 months, which used to be 333, and now it's 1,023. And this one is self-paced, usually 555, and now it's 270. So that you can go to your own pace and enjoy that. So now I'll show you how it looks on the inside. So I use the structure of Gods at Play for Love Evolution Mentorship. It's just basically Love Evolution Mentorship is based on this as a bone structure, but then I add Zoom calls, actual mentorship, WhatsApp group, Dropbox with additional materials and so on. So this is how it looks like. This is the welcome. There are some explanations what the Kundalini is about. And every chakra has a lot of practices. And they're really, really beautifully recorded. I put so much love into designing it and to editing it. I recorded every single practice with music in Bali, with like high level production. Spent so much money on doing all of this. With all the cameras and sound and everything, and I don't know why it's so downloaded so slowly right now, but it's basically, okay, yours now. I don't know. I think the Wi-Fi is a little slowly. Okay, perfect.
In all the directions.
See, we just did that one.
To your left, 8.
Yep. And so see, there's the music also playing, and then like, for example, if we do the lecture is a bit more like, and you receive a lot of course, on Zoom calls, because Zoom calls, it's like transmission, but then I also give the information here, so then you have access to it for the rest of your life. And so there is lecture, then there's visuals of what this chakra is about, because every chakra, it's not just a chakra, it's an aspect of cosmos, of reality. And so, okay, a root chakra, oh, okay, that's what it's named in Sanskrit, that's the color. That's what it means like physically. And there's so much explanation on every level. And then there's meditation, which is a whole other really beautiful practice. And then there's royal rituals, which basically suggests you specific habits that is best to practice when unraveling that chakra. And so for every chakra, it's a whole world, you could charge $200-300 just for this one little chapter. And I don't know, I like to make it as accessible as possible so people can actually truly benefit from it, And then, in the Lovolution, and Lily also sent a link that describes also in a great depth what the Lovolution is about. And basically, I have this kind of vision in my life that if all the humans awaken, this is a true revolution. We cannot be controlled. Like if we actually feel our soul on fire, we all will know what to do. Like somebody maybe needs to go on the forefront and so to speak fight, but somebody will just gonna have maybe want to cook, somebody wants to code, and it's all perfect. And I think once we connect to the divine, we will know, and that's the evolution. So I hope it explains it a little bit, and then if you have any more questions, feel free to ask more.
Hi, Alesiana.
Hi, beauty. How are you, Grace?
I'm really good. I just wanted to say thank you. My heart's field is super expanded and turning wild. Thank you very much. You have such a beautiful energy, and this was so unexpected and so welcome. I think I will be sending you an email sometime because there's something I'd love to talk to you about. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, beauty. So good to connect with you. It's so funny. So many times, like a lot of my students are from this platform, New Mind, and they all say the same story. They're like, I was just doing something. I opened the phone. I saw the email. I decided to join. Like there's this I don't know why. I'm just here. And then, we do the practice, we connect and like, let's do this. And I really do think there's God, there's divine on the other side of this visual reality that organizes us,
Absolutely. Yes.
Thanks for answering the call. Thank you, Grace.
Hi, Alesiana. Hi, it's Margaret. And I don't even know where to start because I'm kind of shaking and feeling all what you have said from the beginning to the end. This is my first time actually physically practicing and joining you in this. My journey to, I don't even know how to say, to awakening or healing. I've been trying to get to this journey ever since my family and I came to America. I'm in US right now. Right now, I've tried it in just the listening method of healing and reading and exercising, but never to this level where I commit myself to actually sit down and do it. I'm very emotional right now, and I'm actually crying. I think it has to happen. At this stage where I'm at right now, I left my job because it was just something that was draining and sucking my energy. I have an autistic child that require a lot of me, and I don't even know where I'm going or where I will be, but I felt like I'm in the right path where at least I'm alive and I'm happy, even though I don't have a job, I don't have anything at the moment. But I came from a war-torn country. I'm from Sudan, South Sudan, and I felt like the suffering is never going to end, but I'm trying to find that medium happy healing path journey that I'm getting into. It's very hard, but I'm here now, and I wish that people in my country or people that are in my situation somewhat find peace, because we don't know what peace is. It's always been suffering. Thank you.
Margaret, thank you so much for sharing. And I feel your heart, and I feel there's so much suffering going on the planet, and my mom is suffering right now. My sister's suffering. Like my sister's right now, like on 6 months pregnant. The guy just dropped her. She's in the basic survival, working super hard in the cold winter, trying to figure everything out. And I'm of course trying to help her, but it's like so many things are so harsh on this planet. Partially it's societally, partially it's governments creating wars, partially it's just interpersonal meanness and disrespect. And yeah, that's why I'm trying to host those things. That's why I'm trying to share also some things for free so we can all have that peace within. And one thing that I just wish for you, and reach out to me directly. I would love to maybe offer you some kind of a support. I, for example, have a student in one of my groups, and she like recovering alcoholic, and she was going through a lot and went through sexual abuse, and she just asked me, she's like, hey, I can contribute very little, but I'm so devoted to this practice, I would love to join. This would mean the world to me. It would change my life. And I just took her in, and she is so beautiful. Like she's already blossoming, like after 3 Zoom calls, like so much magic is happening in her life. And so maybe this could be support for you. I really do feel when people come together and when they practice together, something magical happens. And may you connect to that such a powerful place in your heart, and also to your ancestors and to your angels, that they will create perfect circumstances for you to rise back into peace. And I feel you, and I wish you all of it, all of this goodness come back to your path. Thank you so much for sharing. Sending you kisses and hugs. Reach out. Reach out to me. Thank you,
Hi,
beautiful.
Alesiana.
Oh, yes, Alicia, you're coming through.
I didn't know what to expect when I got here. Like you said, I saw the link on my email, and I, clicked on it, set it up, like didn't know what to expect. But this has truly been it's it's revealing. It was really peaceful. I've heard of Kundalini before. I even tried to practice it on my own. I think like once or twice, but I didn't feel it then. Like I'm feeling it now. And it was really calming and peaceful. Like toward the end, I was so relaxed that I kind of drifted off into sleep a little bit. But it was so rewarding for me and relaxing. Yeah, I'm currently going through a transition right now where I lost my job. And I was experiencing being in an environment where it was very draining. and to the point where I told them that it was feeling like a chore to be here. And I said I'll leave before that happens because I don't like I want something if what I'm doing is God centered and God focused, I don't want it to feel like a chore. I want it to be so rewarding and knowing that I'm being pleased and God is pleased with what I'm doing. And I don't want it to be something where I have to fake it or lie just to be among people. I don't want to be like that. So yeah, I had to let it go for a moment. I just really had to let it go. And that's where I'm at right now. So I thank you for the experience and the opportunity to be here right now and to share that. So thank you, Alesiana.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you for sharing. I really pray and hope that this is like the most divine redirection of your energy. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we need to like realize, okay, we're just in the wrong place. It fucking sucks, but we are. And now the pain of it is becoming so unbearable that you gotta take new steps and new direction. And I pray and hope that you will find a place in a space where it's honorable, it's respectful, and it's something, it's other kind of full-on codes that are coming through me, and I'm gonna launch more of this like program soon. Is I really feel like divine feminine and divine masculine is coming back to the planet. And divine feminine meaning women are finally waking up to our self-worth, to our self-respect, to how beautiful we are, that we deserve to be relaxed. We deserve to be working out of joy and out of genuine excitement because we care, not because we freaking struggle and grind.
Yeah.
And because we actually feel respect for ourselves and we feel respect for people around us. That's literally should be our natural state. That's when we shine as true queens, mothers, sisters, daughters. And I think a lot of us women, we're just waking up to that realization. It's like, okay, enough, enough. I don't want to take disrespect anymore. I don't want to feel exhausted anymore. Like, what is this life? And this society has been like designed to like really suppress women. We all know that. But it also, suppressed men. Like it stripped them of their true manhood. It made men either abusive or too weak. And the true divine masculine is just now like peeking through, like through some courageous man that figuring it out, without any role models, without any like outer support, but just like out in the woods. What do we do? How do we actually become real good men, husbands, fathers? So we're relearning, as divine women, divine men. And I really believe also then we will learn more about like divine communities, because I feel like we're meant to live in respect and in honor of each other, and that's how magic can happen. Like imagine you work in an environment where people love each other. Like you can create anything together, right? If you come to the field when there's joy and kindness and respect and sweetness among each other, like love is the most powerful thing. And so I wish it for everybody. And I also believe that we need to go through certain rites of passage of activation, our inner self-honor and self-respect. So then we set certain standards. And when we see something strange, we can just say, no, not like that. And when we name it, the person either again transmute with us into more light, or they will leave our field, which is also good. Which could be sometimes painful and scary because we may be alone for a little while, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. So Alicia, I wish for you all the magic, all the hearts, all the divine, just upgrade to the whole new level of reality, because why not? If you already courageously like stepped out of the environment you don't want, I think universe is like, all right, you took actions, let me figure out something much better.
Yes. Thank you.
Wait,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. I'm sending you a big hug.
Thank you. I feel it. Thank you. Hello.
This is so beautiful. I just want to say thank you to everyone that was here. I truly believe nothing happens for no reason. Like everything is already, in the right place, even when it's hard. And thank you for sharing your suffering, and thank you for sharing your gifts of um, this experience. And I truly feel we're all connected in the heart now, even though we haven't seen each other's faces or talk. All of us now have a common connection and a common thread in the fabric of life. And I wish you all so many blessings, and hopefully we'll see each other again. And this was so beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Donata. So beautiful to hear your voice. Sending you so much love. Thank you for sharing. Choo-choo. Yeah, Grace. And by the way, thanks for the comment. Divine union. Exactly. This is where we're coming back. Divine feminine rising into her majesty. Divine man finally remembering why they're here for divine protection of the innocence and divine feminine. And so then we can actually merge into divine union. True respect, honor, as stewards of innocence in the form of our children, as stewards of the land, as stewards of any projects that we create from love. So really, I pray we experience at least a glimpse of it in our lifetime. I request it. God, would you please kindly? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Beauty. Anyone else wants to say final hi? Or maybe Savannah? She's my superhero student. I think I'm going to share a little story about her. Woohoo! Who is ready?
I did have a question. I didn't mean to-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So Savannah, give me just 1 second. I'll answer. Alicia, yeah, what's the question?
I guess there was a point like I believe you had laid down or something, and I couldn't hear the commands that you were saying. So I don't know. I just laid there and just did the breathing and I looked into the third eye until I can hear you move again. So I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I
that was
guess I'll
perfect.
go back and listen to it, from the
Mhm.
replay and see what you were saying, but I couldn't
Oh,
understand it.
when we were laying down, I wasn't saying anything. It was just the
Oh,
song.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't
No,
sure if you were saying
total
anything.
relaxation.
Yeah.
We were completely gone for 4 minutes,
Oh,
and then
yes, ma'am. Okay.
out.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Miss Savannah's in the house. Woohoo! Savannah, want to say hi?
Hello, all.
Hi, how are you doing?
So, doing pretty good. I'm at work today unloading logs from logging trucks. So I
Guys,
always
look at this!
play
Look at this superwoman, guys, right here, casual. Just
just
Kundalini
casual.
circles, moving logs in her car, just doing things,
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed today's session, Alesiana. It was a lot of very good information, very good flow, very good flow today. And very beautiful. Like obviously I can't physically do all the exercises, but I can feel the energy of all the exercises, and I have my own way of doing the exercises. But yeah, no, this program with Alesiana has literally changed my life. I was a completely different person, 5 months ago when we met? And it's been an amazing adventure, and my life is so much more balanced. Am going out and actually taking on clients now and helping people. And it's just been an amazing journey and really coming into myself and into my confidence and being seen and not hiding anymore. But yeah, this program was an amazing journey for me, and I'm not done yet. So it's fun. I can't wait to see what else it has to offer me.
Yes. Woohoo, my love. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, guys, I'm always talking when I'm talking to Savannah, she did with me like the women's training for like 7 weeks training we did this summer. And then she joined with like private journeys. So we just have private sessions with her on each chakra. And I always say, it's like, Savannah, you're my hero's journey, like case study, like a woman who went through like unbelievable trauma. And I'm not gonna like release here your personal details, but like fucking crazy trauma to the point that her body needed to forget that and zone out and like black out of that, and then choose to heal herself, empower herself, do the practices. Like she puts all of her attention and all of her money into awakening, full restoration of her body. She lost weight already, by the way, Miss. I don't know if you just know that, just even over the last 10 days since I last saw her on Zoom. She's practicing, she's praying, she's chanting, she's doing everything. And you could see like from what she was in the beginning and what she is now, how much more she's already grown and she's empowered. So it really, this thing works. And you know, like some souls on this planet have been, for whatever reason, attached, or I mean, attacked and abused by the system or by specific individuals so fucking intensely to the point it's almost death. But then, you know, we find strength. Somehow we rise back from ashes like phoenixes, find each other, and here we are. So it really just continues to prove me everything is possible. And Saman is one of the walk and living proofs over here. So love, just keep going, keep shining. You're amazing. You're such an example of ferocity, of audacity, of profound love for humanity, for your children, and for women who went through freaking hell and then some and rise from that. So much love to you and deep respect. Keep shining. Woohoo! Thank you. I love my humans. You guys, this is so ridiculous. Like, I remember I was telling my students this summer, I was like, guys, this is embarrassing, but my students are my closest people in my life. Some people have like close circle friends. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, people that I practice with, these are my closest people. The rest just, I don't know, catching up. Because it just goes so deep and so intimate. All right, my humans, I'm so grateful for you being here with us in this field. Thank you so much for your trust. Thank you so much for your presence. I know it's been a pretty long call. I pretty much always go over time because I just love to, I don't know, give as much as I can, and it's a flow, so it's happening. I wish you all to continue to walk this path of self-empowerment, of listening to your truth, whether you join any of my trainings or not, but feel free to reach out if you need any financial support or anything. Really, everything is possible if you have the desire. But even if you don't join, just guys, do a little practice at home in the morning. You know, you wake up, light a little candle, give yourself a hug, sit with yourself in silence and just say, my love, I love you so much. You got this. And then you just press play on the recording of this class that you will have. And there's your practice. Ta-da! And then you just journal and you journal your realizations and you go about your day and you create something beautiful, you know? So just so you leave from this practice empowered, inspired, activated, excited. And so you start rising together. And, you know, I mean, I'm breaking my brain how to make a community that is beyond our Zoom calls, because in Zoom calls we go very specifically and talk for a long time. And so group is usually not more than 10, 12 people, so we can actually drop in. But I'm figuring out how to do it in a bigger environment so we can stay in touch together. So then we feel we're really growing together. So I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something soon. And you will also see announcements here every 2 weeks on New Minds. So next time you're like, yeah, that one, join it. In 2 weeks, we'll be here again. So guys, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of joy, lots of blessings. Keep shining, keep being the majestic, divine unicorn, just divine creature pretending to be human in a human meat suit, you know, just keep shining. We're here on a mission. We came with a crazy time on this planet and we chose to shine light and share the love with each other. So I appreciate you all from my heart. Mwah. Lots of blessings and see you soon. Choo-choo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Murmur.